guys, it's Casually here. Welcome back to another video. Have you guys ever come to a wrap up and decided, should I have read more books this month? Or was this just enough? Like, is it just me? Or do you guys do that too? So, I'm all comfy. It's already the evening and kids are chilled, so I figured I get this video up. I'm going to give you guys a quick wrap up of the books that I read in the month of March. I gave myself only 4 books this month to read because obviously vacation and needing time to reset from vacation. But I do feel like I was in a bit of a slump. Here, my husband, he's on the game with my brother. So, Carlos, if you're watching this, say hi. I told you guys I had read Reign of King and Rise of a Queen, and you do have to read them together in order for them, obviously, like, to make sense and complete the story. I do believe that my rating of 3 stars still stands, because if we go back to what I talked about before, in Reign of a King, we see Jonathan and Aurora, who she has a different name, come back and reunite in a different setting that they had like 11-12 years beforehand. And I say 12 years because I don't know exactly how long it was since they last officially saw each other, but she had changed her life around the 11th year, so 11 to 12 years, I'm going to say. We see how he ends up dominating her. She finds out that she actually enjoys it. My thing is, like, really, your deceased wife's sister. Well, damn. We do see a different side of Jonathan, kind of, than we saw in the Royal Elite series, but not by much. Like, he was still an ass. It's just like we see what happens behind doors. I do find it shocking that there wasn't more suspicions as to who Aurora was, but that is, again, like, my thought of it and how I saw it. We do know that Ethan is involved, I guess, business-wise with Aurora and all that stuff, but Jonathan always wins, basically. In this scenario, Jonathan wins. I do think that it ended on a good spot in order to move on to Rise of a Queen. In Rise of a Queen, we see Aurora stand her ground. She and Jonathan still had those standish moments, but we also see Jonathan become soft for her. Only her, and not really soft, but at least a little tolerable for her. Like, we see that, but that's as much character development that we have there. Would I want to see more? Yeah, but I think it works for their dynamic. And instead of treating her like she's less and doesn't have any power and she doesn't have a say, instead of them being opponents, they're actually a team, which works with the covers and the books are called. So I think it is a good fit. And also, we see Aurora get her power back because she was very young when she had to do all these changes for her life. It is such a different view than what we saw in the first book. I do think there's 3 stars for me. I wasn't vibing with it as much as I wanted to, but it was a good read to read during vacation. My next book is actually a 4-star, and it belongs to Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Like I had mentioned before, Sematary is written with an S because kids were the ones who, did the signs and all of that. We have Dr. Creed here. He ends up moving his family. Their pet dies, is being taken to the pet cemetery. He's told that, things are just very different when you bury things there. And when they do come back, they just don't come back the same. It's not the same thing, which you would hope because it's not natural for something to come back from the dead. Then they end up having a very traumatic thing happen, and he proceeds to do the same thing, expecting, I don't know, better choices. I don't know. Because remember, like, he's grieving and there's a lot going on. I do believe that the book captures everything so much better than the movie because we have more in detail of things that are happening compared to the movie, which gives you like the jumps and scares, but that is all my opinion. We see more of our characters here and we spend more time in Louis's head, his head, our character's head, then we would have to like picture it with the movie basically. You guys know I love Stephen King, so this is really high up there for me. It is one of my favorite books. This next book, I didn't think I was going to go into it. My husband did gift it to me as this series as a birthday present, so I'm very happy that I was able to get this as a birthday present. Thank you, Bebe. It does have 5 books to it, to make sure, but it does have 5 books to it. The first one is the Book of Azrael, Gods and Monsters series. This is what the cover looks like. This one is by Nicole. I just recently started getting into romantasy because of my friend Amanda. For that reason, here I am diving more into it. I didn't pick up a dark romance book until last February when I went to visit our family and friends, and I was at the bookstore with Amanda. She suggested Haunting Adeline. She thought it would be down my alley because of the darkly gray guys, and she wasn't wrong. And that started it all. Yeah, Book of Azrael. So we have our main character, Diana. She is basically held captive by Caden, who is our villain in our book. She is under his power and she's looking for a way to be released, but I mean, there's not much that she can do. Then we see Liam, who's supposed to be the bad guy here, and he's really not the bad guy, but he also realizes she's not either. It's just she's really stuck with this other guy, and like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. They do realize that instead it is an enemies to lover type of thing. We see that they're definitely not friends in the beginning. Like, it is very obvious they're not friends. Then they move on and they try to work together, and then it moves on, and then, well, everything's complicated from there because they start to realize that this isn't going to be as simple as he thought it would be. It's just not taking that route. So we need to know more in the second book, and I cannot wait because I'm ready to know more. I wish I can talk about this stuff with you guys, but I can't give you guys any spoilers. And on top of that, I do like to complete series and then do a whole ramble on it, which is the plan as you hear Roxy with her toy. I do love how Diana, he was doing this to protect her sister, and she wanted her sister to be safe, but it came with so many consequences that it just makes you question like how far somebody will go to protect somebody else. Also, how they describe her, I love how they describe her, like her hair, her lips, and just like the way she is. Like, she is a fucking badass. Like, Diana is a badass. That's what she is. I love it. I also can respect it more because she is literally our age, or my age. So that's just me enjoying the fact that I'm reading a book about another person who is my age instead of reading about someone who's a lot older or a lot younger. I think that's why I enjoyed reading books in high school, because I could relate to that age group. That's just me. Has that ever happened to you guys? Okay. If it has, let me know down below. Let me know down below. I want to know. But again, this is a 5-star for me. This one's a 5-star for me. It just brought me in and I loved it. It's a 5-star. I have it all like bendy and everything already because it's been all over the place. But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this book. So let me know if you read it. If you read it, let me know. I just finished it and I just started it. So like, this was a great book to get out of reading slump. I loved it. But now I'm getting ready to pick up the second book for the next month. I will leave this video here and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy Sunday. Hope that you guys enjoy your day and yeah, have a good week. Bye guys.